Morning all. Just heading out to Mahi now. Had a big night last night. One of the twins have fallen sick. She had a real thick mucus last night, and she couldn't inhale. You know, she wasn't inhaling properly, and you could hear it. We were almost going to rush her down to the hospital. So we stayed up all night. Me and the missus, you know, we were up all night holding her upright, trying to get her just to stay upright. Every time we laid her down, you can hear it sort of starting to sticky. It was getting and now she's up running around in the house with a cough. Now she's got a cough, but she's all right. She stabled herself last night. We didn't have to go to the hospital, and we've been to the hospital a lot, guys. You know, when they were first born. I might as well make this one about the girls. The backstory, some of the backstory, it's too big. Our girls were premature. They were 29 and 6. 1,300 grams each. And through the whole progress, they've always matched each other in heights and weights, everything they do, they're in par with each other. I can't. Okay, maybe I should just stop talking fucking deep shit when I'm driving. It's a lot better when I'm talking to myself, you know what I mean? But yeah. So the twins were premature, 29 and 6. We were in hospital for about 6 to 8 weeks, all the way up in the city too, in King Eddie's. So that was about an hour and a half drive that I had to do every single day. Mrs. was a soldier too. That after this birth, anyways, 2 days, she came home. And it wasn't until we were home we realised, fuck, mate, maybe you should have played it. You know, you could have stayed in the hospital, close to them. No, but she didn't want to stay in the hospital. She didn't want to stay in bed. But we didn't think too much of it until we went home and then went to go travel back. I was thinking, fuck, man, I'm doing this every day. You know, because they were premature. They were in the incubators for 6 weeks. They were on the CPAP. They had the old CPAP on. We didn't get to hold them, you know, at the start. You know how important that is? And also how important and sad it is to see how many other kids are in there. Again, another sector that I take my hat off to. Not a fucking easy job, people. To do it day in and day out. That's right, I was meant to train myself to stop swearing too. That was that first video I made, was to get my confidence up in front of this camera here. But yeah, they were on CPAP. Heaps of kids in there, man. And every single one of these babies all had a condition that they needed help with to help them progress their development to what a normal, I don't want to say normal, or stay in hospital to help develop them to before they could go home. Our girls still came out earlier. So they were 29 and 6, and then I think it was 6 to 7 weeks. We ended up bringing them home. So was that 38, 37 weeks sort of thing? It's an interesting one too. Like, our twins aren't the only ones. My brother had twins not long after us. We fell pregnant at the same time. And my sister, the Fab Five. Sorry, my darling. Yeah, so the Fab Five. We got 2 set of twins, and but our sister's first child, and she had that in between me and my brother. He came out first. He's not gonna beat us, mate. And they spent their first Christmas and New Year's in hospital, in the incubator. We got to hold them. Oh, sorry, no, I think they were out of the incubators by then. The hospitals are King Eddie's, hands down, bro. You guys are sick, G. I don't know why they're closing you down. You know? I mean, bust the houses that are around you, bust them down, turn them into car parks. Yeah. Don't put everything in one spot. You know, Murdoch Hospital fucking upgrading so bloody massively. Why, when are you gonna upgrade Rockingham, huh? Maybe you should do that instead. Or Mandra, the Peel Hospital. Upgrade us down here so we don't have to travel all the way up there all the time. I'm ranting off, getting angry for no reason. And spitting, I gotta stop the spitting. Can't help myself. Talk, I'm the only one here. You got screen protection anyways. I only got a couple clients today too, and I'm at the village, so I might take a couple of quick videos of me doing some of the work around there, and I'll talk to you guys later.
So that's all I'm using, just a little truck. I'm going to try to get all these weeds out. Most of it done anyway. Looks good for my house.
Alright, all done. Finished for the day. Done the clients here in the village home, retirement home. Good that I didn't have to do it, but not good that I didn't do it. Anyways, I'm about to head off home now. Unfortunately, some of these jobs are just they're not paying the bill, you know what I mean? Hard to find a balance alright if you've got, I suppose, a couple of other contracts on the side, but for me it's almost like I can't do this while trying to do my contracts, because if I was to go and do what I normally did before I started with the NDIS, if I was to do that, I have no time for NDIS. Vice versa, the same way, you know. So now that I'm here with NDIS, I don't have time to go out and do 2-week jobs, 3-week jobs, the jobs that actually pay out the good bucks. So I find myself in a position now where I have to start grinding again, finding that next pocket of money that I can go down, or it's either back to the grind again and 9 to 5, or 5 to 5 I should say, 5 to 6. That's our no 9 to 5 here, bro. We all 5 to 9 here. Both ways. There's some of the bros in that only work from 5 to 9, 4 hours a day, and that's all they need. YouTubers. How can I say? Damn, I'm backtracking heaps again. Fuck, I always veer off. No, we're not talking about this. I was only turning this back on. I can't carry on the video because the video's my memory's running out. So yeah, so one of the twins ended up becoming real sick last night. Almost made me run her to the hospital, and that's a hard thing too, you know. So when all the girls are asleep at home and then something like this happens, you gotta try and find that balance point in the house to, damn babe, is it, what, did you want to go and take her to the hospital? We're all together, if we can all go. She stays in the hospital with her, you know. She's always the one. So she's always the one that does the stuff, and we're a good team, all right, me and the missus. You know, we're a good team. You have to be, you know, you have to be a good team to make it work, to raise your kids the way you want them raised, or the way you want them to be in society in the next 20 years from now. You know, there's no point waiting for them to grow up and go, hey, that's not how we used to do it at home, mate. Missus were up all night last night, taking turns holding on to the younger twin. So she's the youngest out of the 4. Ooh, curbside, eh? So that's our organic. So out here, so over here they call it curbside. Fuck, that's a nice setup. I wonder if this truck's going over there to have a look at it. I'll show you what I mean with the so I was starting a business up along here called Recycled Renos, and I've done a shack. If you guys go look at my Facebook page, you'll see that the shack I did down there. But and that's why I was going to call what I was doing Recycled Renos, because I was pretty much doing a renovation with recycled gear. Oh, this is scary. I can't see behind me. Don't want to go falling in the gaps. But yeah, see, so stuff like this, bro. You know, this is all on the curbside. It's never like this, you know. It's not always like that. It's not always nicely presented for people to come in and say, hey mate, you want a table and a chair? Looks brand new, you can grab it and put it on Marketplace. Gotta stop spitting. Doesn't help with the sun showing it. Fuck, I reared off there, didn't I? Curbside's another story. We'll talk about that once it's out here. Like these shit we found that I brought home like this packet of fucking, I don't know, perfume thingies, like they're all sample bottles, all brand new, bro, the whole thing. And I took it home and I was like, oh yeah, here you go. And my girl goes, oh, where'd you get this from? I said, oh, I found it on the curbside. Man, those are expensive as. Oh, give it here. But no, yeah, so then I just let them have it. But and honestly, the amount, like I was saying on the other video about the consumption of stuff, when it comes to curbsiding, you can really see it. You can really see it. Because a lot of the stuff, and when it's curbside, you know the places to go to. Everyone goes to the rich areas. But then the rich areas don't do curbside because they're too rich for that shit. Some of my tools in the garage at the moment are from the curbside. I got a drop saw and we found on the side of the road. Nothing wrong with it, it just had the cork cut off. I took it over to my mate, Loz. I'll introduce you to Loz soon. Took it over to him and we fixed it up. And that drop saw helped me make the table for the bro and sis up north. When they opened up their shop, they got me to make a reception desk for them. I'm sorry about the desk, guys. You know, I'm sorry. Well, this probably be a good time for me to explain that. So I'm wearing off again, dude. I do all the time, but that's what I do when I talk to myself anyway. So sorry for you. But yeah, now that we're here, I was building a desk for the bro in there, and well, so the job saw. Finished that story, anyways. That's on curbside. So I got the job saw from there and building the desk for made of them. But the desk it was about I don't know, what do you reckon, 6 months or something? The timeline that I had to do it, and managed to just do it in a week and a half. I'm sorry, guys. But at the start, when they wanted the desk done, you know, I was into it. Like, I started doing everything, and to start doing a lot of the bulk of that work was done at the start of when I started the contract for them. And then as I progressed forward, I was picking up jobs on my way through, you know, but yeah, and they're all the way up north too. But they asked me to build a desk for them, and I was happy as, man. I was so stoked. I had all these ideas for it. Man, I was gonna put in all these little hidden cubbies and all. Yeah. So what happened was, as time progressed forward, I started picking up some other work that I needed to. I had to, you know. I had to pick up these work so I could pay the bills in there. And but they would give me a timeline, you know. Oh yeah, it might be ready. Okay, sweet. I'll wait till I get to about 2 weeks to that timeline, and then I'll get back to the desk again, or a week or something. But so for me, it's like, if I've got a project like that, I gotta be on it non-stop. Like, that's it. I'll just be on it. But whenever they extended the timeline, went off and started doing my own thing again, you know, working and come back, and when they come back on the next deadline. But then this particular deadline, it didn't get pushed back. That I thought it would have one more time. I was thinking there was going to be one more push. I honestly did think that there was going to be one more push. So I left it a bit, up to probably about a week and a half till the deadline. And as I was installing it, man, it wasn't done. See what I mean? Like cowboy, but like you do it good. Like, it wasn't bad, but like, it was, if you but what I did is that I ended up stripping the desk down, rewiring the wires back through it into the junction box. You know, so I can have them all into the junction box instead of having it all spread out, split ways. Because I didn't know where the power source was in the workshop, and she didn't know either. So I was winging it. Okay. So my plan was to sort of have a PowerPoint from both ends of the desk, that depending on where that PowerPoint was in the shop, they could plug into it. My issue there was that wherever the plug was, they could plug into it, but then that other side is still live, without any use for it. So I made the decision to strip it down and reroute all the wires up to the front of the desk where you got the drawers. And the reason I did that was because the way I connected the desk together is a fucking jigsaw puzzle, bro. So the way I do things is like, I do it all at the same time and then make it fold at the end. So then like it sort of interlocks itself into each other. And that's what I did on the desk. And I stripped the desk down, thinking I should be able to reroute the wires again, you know, come back to the position that I am here before I strip it down, and then probably get another extended timeline. But you didn't extend that timeline. Why? But I had all that time anyways, to do it. There's no one else to blame. I didn't finish the desk for them. I was spewing. Oh man, I was spewing. Me and the missus were up all week. That whole week is the first time I had ever pushed something to that limit. So I found the zenith point of after. Anyways, I was working this whole week, bro, and I haven't drunken Blue V since I was underground and shutdowns. And then in that week brought it back, bro. So after probably years and years of not having this V, I started drinking so much of it in that last week. But that Blue V, bro, is like it's the blue Viagra, bro. That's the Viagra for work, G. You guys want to pump work? Smash down the Blue V, the blue Viagra V. That thing makes you pump, makes me pump anyways, bro. Fucking hundies. But yeah, I was up. I probably had, what was it, 4 hours that week sleep, babe? Corrected? I can't remember. It was less anyways. I got to a point where I ended up bringing in one of the bros to help me finish it off. Help me get to the point of where it was when I brought it up to you guys. And he came and helped. And if it wasn't for him and Crystal, I would have just been so fucking embarrassed. I was embarrassed presenting that to you guys the way it was. I gotta stop this now because it's too long. I'm almost home anyways, but that's the end of my day. Gonna help mum out with the kids. Yeah, because I think they're just gonna start recycling back again. Here in that boat of every time they get sick, they need tending to, you know, almost round the clock watch, because of that mucus, man. It's brutal, bro. Like it's brutal, man. Bronchitis. It's not a sound that you want to hear. Okay, if laughter was the sound of heaven, suffering and choking is the sound of hell. Gasping for air. Oh, I'm glad we've had enough hardships to not make us panic like we did the first year with the twins. To not make us, mind you, the twins were premature then anyway, so we just didn't even take the risk, you know. We just, nah man, anything, bro. We were in the hospital and they were all wicked too, you know. The nurses and all that, they always looked after us. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. They did look after us, but the system itself is what gives them the bad name, right? And there's a couple of nurses I still need to have a good yarn about. I'll probably do it on air, so if you are watching this, you're probably gonna know that I'm talking about you. Hey, with these, to do with these, I didn't like what you guys did. Alright, I'll explain more on that one later. Anyway, but yeah, I'm off home. That's it, enough video for today. I'll shoot off home and take care of the kids. I'll get the camera up because it's Friday today, so we'll get some more footages of the girls. I want to hope to try and get the whole family involved in this. My whole house is my whole family. We are one big organism, the whole lot of us. Even my missus side of the family, you know, my partner's side, you know, we're all like well connected with them too. Like we all interact as if we were all part of the same iwi. And I love it. I love the connections and the what the fuck is that smell, G? I've been trying to hold it in, thinking that smell would like this. Oh, as if I know it. Actually, I might end all my videos of me going home, like entering inside the door. So every time you see me at the front door, you'll know that's the end of the video. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll do that. As soon as I get home, I'll turn it back on and make the end of this video. Check.